Oh, hi guys. Didn't see you there. I was just about to cook something. Yeah, you know how like it's like no, it's not the first day of the year anymore, but Happy New Year. Uh, and I'm gonna cook something sort of like very simple, very easy, very like it's like dirty food, like when you want something greasy in your body. Uh, yeah, I forgot to say, you're back with your favorite ex-chef, chef host, me, Audino Wicaksono. Uh, yeah, and we're gonna be cooking sort of like a grilled cheese on steroids. Uh, Cause you know how like think of it as like after party food, like because New Year's has just passed. I know a lot of you guys were like out partying or some shit like that, and I know the next morning you just want to eat something that's like not good for you. This is it. So this has only like some ingredients. Maybe only like we only need like 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ingredients, excluding oil and salt. So first, let's start with this. This may look like butter, but it's not. It's a sausage. Yeah, so you can use any type of sausage for this. I use this like a spicy chicken sausage. So I'm just gonna start cutting that up right now. How should I do this? I'm gonna cut it into like sort of like dice it, so it's like little cubes of sausage. Then I'm gonna dice it right now. Ha, ha, ha. Stay there. Hmm, 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 hmm. We're gonna turn on the stove. Get some oil in there. Where am I looking at? Some oil. Just in the pan, just like a little bit, because there's gonna be some fat coming from the sausage itself. We're gonna wait for this pan to heat up a little bit, so that when you put the sausage in, it's gonna be like nice and sizzly, like that. Yeah, it's like what my hands are doing, but in the oil. Yeah, so you gotta just get the oil all around the pan like this, so it's evenly spread out. Should get hot in a little bit. Or you can just put it in right now if you want. And put it in. Wait for the sizzle. Just leave it in there. You want to sort of like brown this sausage meat. It's gonna sizzle up soon. It's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like sometimes you just gotta like wing it. Oh yeah, this sausage is like a spicy chicken sausage. You can use any type of sausage, but I like spicy, so I went with this one. Just turn up the heat a little bit. Okay, so while we're waiting for this to brown, we're gonna prep our garlic. Okay, we can do this. For this garlic, you just wanna like crush it. So just use your knife. You just take it and you go. And also the other one. Okay, that's the garlic done. I'm gonna save it for later. See, you hear that? It's starting to sizzle. Sizzle. Just want to shake it up a little bit, but you don't want to shake it up too much because you want to give it a chance to brown. See? If you can smell this, you can smell like the chili coming from it already. Next up, we're gonna prep our. First, let's put this garlic back in its original position. Here. Okay, right here we have butter. So you see, this like browning and stuff. This sausage. When it gets to the right color, then we're gonna add the garlic and the butter. But it's not the right color yet, so we're just gonna like leave it hanging for a little bit. Next, I'm just preparing one portion because you don't want to eat too much. So here, you can use any bread you want, like for sandwich, but I chose a bagel because I like bagels. So I'm just gonna use one of these. Okay. Get out of there, you. Save this for another day, for another dish maybe. Or just if you just like eating bagels with butter, you can just do that too. Ooh. Okay, take this bagel out. We're gonna cut it in half because we're making a sandwich. You need 2 halves. Where am I looking at? Here. We need 2 halves of this. So I got my trusty bread knife and I'm just gonna split it. Don't play with your knives, kids. It's dangerous. Okay. Okay, so we have the bagel and now we're just gonna let it sit for a bit. I'm just gonna put it in this plate and save it for later. Okay, now the sausage is brown already. Ooh, it smells good. So now we're gonna add the butter for extra grease and unhealthiness. It's like a nice little dollop of butter. Maybe a bit more. And the garlic. So you're not gonna eat the garlic. The garlic is just there to add some flavor. Ooh, the smell. Okay, so while this is going on, so you don't want the butter to burn, just turn the heat lower. Okay, that's low enough. Just shake it up, leave it. Now, here we have some mozzarella cheese. Usually it doesn't come like this, it comes in a bigger block, but I'm just using like stuff I had in my fridge, and I had this, so I'm gonna use this. So for this one, I feel like you're gonna want to cut this into like thin like, what's it called? Thin slivers, thin like rectangles of mozzarella. So that's what I'm gonna do. So you can get like a nice even meltage. See, something like this thin. Can you see it? Where am I looking at? Here. You see that? Something like this. You want the cheese so that if you're like holding it in the air, it flops a bit. Okay, let's take about like, I don't know, maybe like 5 or maybe 6 slices of it. Just 5. One more. You know what? Might as well cut all of it. There's not much left. I'm just gonna use it all up. Yeah, we're freestyling here, guys. Even though I can't freestyle rap, I can freestyle in the kitchen. Yeah, that should be fine. Just put it back in the whatever container you put your cheese in. We're gonna use that later. Okay, I think this is getting done. Yes. Remember, just smell it, guys. Enjoy it. Cooking, you know, you don't have to follow recipes all the time. See, these videos, if you can tell, they're not even recipes. I'm not giving you like quantities. I'm giving you like suggestions, ideas. If you don't follow them, that's fine, you know? I'm not gonna be sad because I won't know about it. I just sort of like toss it here. If you can't do this, if you can't toss the pan like that, just use your spatula or your wooden spoon. I'm using a spatula. Just like move it around. The sausage is already quite, the color's there, so we're just gonna take it out. Turn the heat down. Just put the sausage in like a container. You're gonna use it later. Boop. Boop boop boop. Mhm. This is a night, it's a beautiful night, and they call it Bella Notte. Okay, that's all the sausage. Set it down. This garlic, actually, you can just keep it here. It's gonna add more flavor to the pan. So that's what I'm gonna do. So next, this is a really fast recipe. We're already in the assembling bit. So first, bottom layer of bagel, top layer of bagel. We're gonna add some butter to it and we're gonna toast it. Okay? Just use this spoon you used earlier. Just use the back of it so it's easier to spread. La da da da. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yeah, this isn't the right food if you want to. If you have like a New Year's resolution of like, I'm gonna be fit. This is not the right food. You're looking in the wrong place for that. This is like proper. Like, you don't care what your body looks like. Food. Just rub it in some butter so you can get some color on it. And there's also still the fat from the sausage in the pan. We're definitely going to use that also to add some extra flavor into the what's it called? The bagel. So turn the heat up again, some kind of low, maybe like a medium heat. Yeah, just eyeball it. If the flames aren't too big, that's good. You're just gonna let's do this and let it toast. Okay. Now we have the rest of the butter here, and we're gonna add something to it to like spread on the sandwich later before we put it back in the pan with all the fillings inside. So I have this thing here called, this is a sun-dried tomato pesto. Yeah, this is something I had in my fridge also. I'm just using it up because this isn't really a dish that like you're gonna like wanna like you go out and you buy the ingredients specifically for this dish. It's sort of like a mishmash of like ingredients you already have. So you just like take maybe a tablespoon of this, drop it in with the butter, maybe a little bit more. Get a lot of that. There's like some oil in this jar too. Take a lot of it. Take out as much as you can because it's gonna give it a lot of flavor. Then you just mix it like this. And there you go, that's your sun-dried tomato pesto butter thing. Yummy. Yummy. Okay, so let's check on the bagels. How are they looking? Ooh, they're not toasted yet. Can give them a couple more. If you want, you can like actually no, the heat's already kind of high. Just turn it up a little bit more so they color a bit faster. And now we just wait for the bagels to toast on the inside. Then we can assemble it, and then we toast it again on the outside, and then it's done. Easy as that. No, so it's just like very quick and easy. If you have a toaster, you could just use that, or like a toaster oven, but I like the I don't know, it's easier to like get the outside all nice and buttery and crispy with a pan. And so you don't have to like clean your oven after that. It's okay to use your hands to touch the bread and stuff. As long as you don't touch the pan, it should be fine. Forgot the garlic's still here. Just like sort of turn it over as well so it doesn't burn. Because if it burns while it's in the pan, it's just gonna leave a burnt flavor in the pan. Yeah, if you're a garlic fiend like me, you'll like actually cook this garlic out and then put it inside the sandwich. But I know most people aren't like that garlic crazy, so it's just here for flavor. So like has sort of a garlicky essence to it, but not really. You don't really get the taste of it. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look. Ooh. Not yet. Maybe we should turn up the heat more. Turn it up. Yes. Yeah, remember how like in the last video, most of it was just waiting for the pasta to cook. For this one, it's literally, we're waiting for this before we can continue because everything else is already like done basically. Yeah. Yeah, so we just have to wait. Yeah. If you're on a diet, don't eat this. Just by the way. I'm not on a diet, so it's fine. Because as long as food tastes good, I'm happy with it. Okay, it's getting there. Just wait. Yeah, I wish there was like those segments in like those cooking shows where I go like, and here's one we made earlier, and it's like another thing, and there's like just like it's ready already. But we're not that kind of cooking show. We do it all at once. There's no TV magic. At least not yet. One day there will be TV magic, but not on TV. Here, let's check. Ooh, it's getting brown already. I feel like that should be enough. Yeah, that should be enough actually. So we're gonna turn the heat off. We're gonna start with the bottom. We're just gonna leave the top in the pan for a little bit. I'm gonna put the bottom side here. Let's give it some sun-dried tomato pesto butter. As if there wasn't enough butter inside there already. But remember, this is if you wanna feel bad about yourself after eating. Or feel good about yourself, who knows. But this mainly for like that sun-dried tomato flavor. Hmm? I put it here. But it's hot. It's still hot. It's gonna melt the cutting board. Yeah. Okay. This the lower half. I'm just gonna like spread it on here. Yeah. If you're thinking, damn, that's a lot of butter, it's because it is a lot of butter. Okay. Then we're gonna get the other one. Just put it here. It's still kind of hot, but it's okay. Just do the same thing as we did earlier with the lower half. Ooh, ooh, that's hot. That's hot. Oh. Okay, now we start assembling. Okay, so first, sausage. Just like here. Use it all up. No one's gonna miss it. Just spread the sausage out a little evenly. Okay, that's it. And now you're just gonna wanna lay on all the cheese that we cut off earlier. Now we put the top half on. Bam. Then we turn on the pan again. It's nice because there's still all that sausage flavor on here, and the garlic's still there. Maybe add a, no, actually no, we're not gonna add more oil. It's already fatty enough. If we add more oil, someone's getting a heart attack. Okay, just there. And you just do this first. You just put this on here. Bam. You're gonna wanna like mush it down. You know? So like by the end of it, it's gonna look like a glazed donut that you sat on. But it's okay, it doesn't have to look good as long as it tastes good for this recipe. Just so you know, I ate this last night. At like 10 p.m. It's not good decision making food. Like it's like after you eat it, you're like, oh wow. I don't think I was supposed to do that. But it's good anyway, so it's fine. Okay. Just smell it for fun. Oops, the garlic almost went in there. You smell that? Smell that? Of course you don't smell that. You're watching through a screen. Once you make it, you'll smell it. Yeah, just let it toast. Let it toast, baby. Yeah, if you're cooking this at home, everyone else at home is gonna be like, "Oh my God, what are you cooking?" And they're gonna want some, and you're like, "No, I only made one portion for myself. I'm sorry." Woo. You flip it over again so that the cheese doesn't melt upwards. Yeah. It's just gonna melt all over that nice sausage meat. Ooh. See, it's looking like a nice circle of food. See that? See that? Right there? I bet you see that, don't you? Yeah, I think it's almost done. The cheese is already like almost all the way melted. The bread is looking pretty golden. In a perfect world, I would be able to, you know what, I can close it actually. Just so, to make sure the cheese melts. Don't do this at home. This is not the right top for it, but I'm just gonna, yeah. As long as it gets covered up so the cheese gets to steam a little bit. Yeah, just wait. After like 30 seconds, then lift it up. The cheese will be melty already. Trust me. Has it been 30 seconds? I don't know, I can't count. Woo! Okay, it's starting to melt. It's not melty enough yet. Sorry guys. I jumped the gun. Yeah, while this is happening, you can just sort of clean up. I'm closing this jar. You don't want open jars anywhere. Yeah, basically that's it. All these containers, I'm just gonna like put them to one side. We don't need them anymore. think now it's time to turn it off. Wow. Just put this where you found it again. I'll put it near. I'll put the lid near the sink, and this should be done already actually. So we can just put it on your cutting board. Where is this going? See here. I'm gonna cut it. You won't see the cutting. Maybe you can see the cutting. I'll put it from here. Okay, no, you can't see it. This is not in any angle. It's a secret. Shh. Just want to cut it like halfway. Okay, use your bread knife if you have one. It's the one with these little edges. Can you see it here? Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a dirty sandwich. Dirty sandwich. Okay. Now you're just gonna serve it onto a plate. Have one. Spin the plate around. Have two. Now, ta-da! That is my sausage pimped up grilled cheese in a bagel. I don't have a catchphrase yet, but eat some. That's a catchphrase. Yeah. So thank you for watching. If you want to try this, I'll put like all the ingredients down below and like substitutes, maybe. Yeah. Then you can try making it at home and feel bad about yourself after eating it because it's so unhealthy and buttery. Join the group. So, yeah. Here it is. Until next time.